Today we're going to be learning about. I do miss you. They're the social distancing thing, you know. Today we're going to be learning about more about a newly released book that's going to take us back in time. Yes.
Yes, it's a passion project by a Maui English teacher, and it's all about women's fashion in Hawaii throughout the years. We can learn a lot about the history of Hawaii through fashions through the year, in particular women's fashions. We have an author of a wonderful book that documents everything, Agnes Guiala, joining us to tell us more. Aloha, and I want to find out more about what inspired you to create this book.
Aloha, Tanya. Well, as a 5-year-old child in the keiki hula class with Auntie Emma Sharp, who I think taught hula to everybody on this island, I lingered in the classroom one time and I saw the teenage girls with their holokus. Colored satin holokus, shiny ruffles, the long trains, the whole 9 yards. And I said to myself, I want one of those. And I tried to find information about who created it and why Hawaiian women wore it. And I couldn't find too much. But finally, I decided someone has got to write a book and explain the origins of the holoku and Hawaiian women's fashions. And I guess that person turned out to be me.
What did you discover in your research? Obviously, this is a passion project for you.
I discovered that the first holoku was made in 1820. It was designed by the first company of missionaries, the missionary wives. When they were on the ship Thaddeus, the Queen Kalakua was with them, and she saw their dresses and asked that they make her a dress. And of course, the missionary wives could not refuse the Queen. As far as why this garment was called the holoku, one theory was that the Hawaiian women in the Maka'ainana class who wore the holoku exclaimed, "Holo, we can travel. Ku, we can stop." And this is a comment about the comfort of the garment.
How about another favorite aloha wear, the mu'umu'u? What did you learn about that?
The mu'umu'u was actually a chemise that was worn as an undergarment. The Hawaiian word mu'umu'u means maimed or cut off. So the mu'umu'u had no sleeves, and it was generally shorter than the holoku, sometime a little bit below the knee, maybe by the ankle, not foot length. And it didn't come out in public until the 1930s and 40s when it was made with more bright fabrics. Usually it was made out of plain muslin.
What was your personal favorite part of doing the research and putting this book together? Because I know it took you 18 years, a long time.
I think the best part of this whole thing was that it takes a village to do a book. I never did a book before, so I didn't know that. My best friend from grade school took over. She's a writer, a teacher, and a poet, all published, and she decided to help me with the editing. I had assistants from 2 professional photographers, Eugene and Ricky, who did the modern colored photos of my friends and the teachers and colleagues from Maui High and Baldwin High, and my students wearing the holokus and mu'umu'us that they owned, their mothers owned, or some that came from my collection. And a lot of the pictures made it into the book. And I also had assistants from Kitra, who was a librarian at Kamehameha Schools, who helped me with this. And one of my students, Stacy Leong, I need to say her last name, designed the book, and it is beautiful. And my publicist, Kiora, is also one of my former students. So they all kind of rose up to help their teacher complete her life stream.
I know a lot of people will want to get a copy of this book. Give us the title and where people can purchase it.
The title is Hawaiian Women's Fashions, Kapa, Cotton, and Silk. And they can email me at my email address, naominani, one word, naominani@yahoo.com. And when Bailey House Museum opens up, they will be selling the copies of the book because we have a Mumu and Holoku exhibit up there.
It is fascinating and really wonderful to have a chance to talk with you and appreciate all the work that you put into this to educate us about fashion through the years.
Thank you very much.
Aloha.
Aloha.